Hello and welcome. On February 15, 2023, I didn't rehearse this, so totally stumbling through it.
Just say your name.
But
You got
hello, I
this.
am Edwin.
And this is Jeff.
And this is Frantic. What it do, boys? What
What's,
it do?
what's up, man? It's been a while. Things
So
are crazy.
yeah. So remember that one last episode where I said, "Oh, I should be able to record next week." Yeah, that was a lie. Moving to a new apartment was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, and that's even with the fact that we didn't really own a whole lot of stuff, but just organizing everything and then furniture coming in and getting delivered, and it's been crazy. But this is our first week where things, I guess, are like quote unquote normal. We're both
You're
working.
settling
Yeah,
in.
we're we gotta cook and we gotta do all the responsibility kind of stuff. So it has been quite the lifestyle change, I must say. So before, I used to spend like let's anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on my computer on a single day, just chilling because I had nothing to do. And basically, I get like even less than that now in a whole week. So kind of depressing, not gonna lie. But but life is good, man. Life is good.
Oh yeah, man! I'm excited for you. That's pretty cool. What's been the biggest change you've noticed in just overall? I mean, you're living in a new city and stuff, so.
Uh, what is the biggest change? So the transition from suburban life to city life. I mean, the biggest and the most obvious change is, like just the sheer amount of people everywhere at all times. So it doesn't matter where I go or like what grocery store or what, liquor store. If I go to, I mean, Costco's always full, but like literally anywhere you go, there's a lot of people and there's a lot of cars everywhere. So I would say that's the biggest change. Other than that, I mean, living in Long Beach, it's pretty nice that you see a a diverse amount of people, or kind of people rather.
Hmm.
Where like I've always lived in areas where Latinos were basically, it felt like we were the majority. And so this is the first time where it feels like, oh, this actually feels balanced. Like there's white folks, there's black folks, there's still Latinos, there's Asians. Like it's basically, it really does feel like a melting pot now.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That bodes well in terms of restaurants and places you can check out.
Bro, the food out here is holy shit. Like there's so much competition that they actually have to like provide good food, because if it's not good, like you're going out of business. Like there's so many people here. There's enough for everybody to get a piece of the pie, right? But if your food is shit, you're done. And so everywhere Leslie and I have gone, holy shit, bomb, bomb, bomb,
Yet
bomb. The food out here is great.
I know of at least two Thai food places out there that are fucking de smack.
Yeah, I think there, because I've been, like, whenever we do go out to eat, we're trying not to eat out all the time, but when we do go out, I check through Yelp, and there's like two places, I believe, like that are Thai, that have a lot of reviews and high ratings. So we'll probably try it.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, it's been great for me. One thing that I will say, and hopefully she doesn't kill me for saying this, is that so we were just chilling, right? Just chilling. And then suddenly she's like, "Hey, where we live, it's kind of ghetto, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Wow, I'm so sorry I brought you to poverty. Like,
You're over here. You're over here like, fuck, dude, I made it.
I know I'm over here like, dude, like our own apartment, like the area is dope, like everything's fine, the apartment looks clean, it's like life is good. And then she's like, it's kind of ghetto here, isn't it? I'm like, holy shit. we're like living on a main street, like 5 to 10 minutes from literally like the beach, downtown, any store we want to go to. Like we're in a very nice area. And she's like, oh, this is kind of ghetto, isn't it? I was like, holy moly. So it's either me with a very low bar because, haven't lived in the greatest areas. So she comes at me with that. And yesterday, yesterday was Valentine's Day. We needed what are these things called? A lighter. We needed a lighter for a candle that I wanted to light. And so I'm like, I'm just going to walk to the corner and just go, buy a lighter. And it was in the middle of the night, and that's when I was like, maybe this place is a little ghetto. So maybe she has a bit of a point. But you know what? As long as you don't go outside at night, Long Beach is a beautiful place.
Dude, in my experience, Long Beach has two modes, right? It's usually very affluent and really ghetto. And that's it,
Yeah,
But
we're in the midway point.
we should introduce Jeff. What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
I'm just chilling, dude. Listen to Frantic's Tales.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
say your name
exactly.
early?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay, man. I'm fucking tripping. Never mind.
Yeah, I
Continue.
don't know. I've been here, man.
We've been.
Continue.
We're out
man.
of.
We've only missed one episode, guys. I know it's been 2 weeks since we recorded, but
Yeah.
it's technically only one episode.
We're
I
out
don't know
of
how to
it.
do this anymore, man. Fuck. But yeah, Valentine's Day, the Super Bowl. You're moving out.
And plenty of more to come right after this.
Damn.
Man, if I still had a MySpace, I would. Legendary quote: "Hate me or love me, you watched, and that's all you can do."
Dang, you watched? The fuck did they watch?
Bowling legend Pete Weber, man. When he announced his
Oh.
retirement.
Who do you think you are?
I am.
Who do
The
you
legend
think you
himself.
are?
I am. Yeah, that
Love
guy. He's
That
like,
guy's an asshole.
he said, "Hate me or love me, you watched, and that's all you could do."
The bad boy of bowling, right?
Yeah.
What is the bad boy of bowling? Does that mean he just didn't drink? Was he sober going into these games?
He was probably just a trash talker.
Yeah,
I
he
I
just
didn't-
talked a lot of shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that fucking quote, man. Who would have known that, like, bowlers went so hard?
This guy's a fucking nerd. Don't look him up.
Hey, he's got a legendary quote.
Who
But
do you think you are?
yeah, who do you think you are? I am. And speaking of legendary quotes, what about the Super Bowl, the legendary moment, Riri at the halftime show? Let's just get to what we were here for. We didn't watch the Super
yes.
Bowl for the game. We watched it for the halftime show. Let's all be honest.
I didn't watch any of it, and I need you guys to give me a
Bro.
play-by-play. Give me the highlights. Give me the
Rihanna
juice.
came out and everyone was like, "Yo, she just had a baby, dude." Like, and she still hasn't. Why is she still looking a little? And people were theorizing, "Yo, was she pregnant again?" And after the Super Bowl, her publicist said, "Yeah, guys, she's pregnant."
Yeah. So bad girl Riri is pregnant yet again, and ASAP Rocky's living up to his name, ASAP.
ASAP.
He said, "Oh, you done? All right, let's go in. Let's get it in. One more time. Let's go."
That oven's preheated. Let's go.
I know. What's none of us here are women, but do you guys happen to know how soon can like a woman get pregnant again?
No
I
clue.
wonder.
I don't know, man.
There's a term called Irish twins.
Is that
What
like
is this
getting?
term?
Is
Is
that like
this-
being
is
born
this
in the same
PC?
year?
Yeah, being
Is
born
this-
in the same year.
Okay.
Is this PC though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can bleep the word, I guess. I don't know.
Mexican twins.
Mexican twins. The old
Well,
Catholic. Maybe that's the real term, the Catholic
we're-
twins.
We're all on the same boat here,
Oh,
man.
that's true. Catholic. I can vibe with that. But yeah. So Rihanna was you know what? She was amazing. But it is the halftime show, and I know. There's been some really shitty halftime shows, but just
Yeah, I
because
liked last year's.
But just because it's been shitty, sometimes. Cough, cough, Black Eyed Peas.
Cough, cough, Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Maroon
Adam
5 was pretty
Levine.
bad too. Yeah.
They didn't even do the SpongeBob song.
So
Okay.
the halftime show has had a lot of lowlights, but must we lower the bar? And I understand Riri was pregnant, so she couldn't perform to the full extent. I don't know what the choreography would have been, if she wasn't pregnant. But it did feel like it was a little lacking, guys. Not gonna lie. Despite banger after banger and some iconic shots of her on the suspended platform, which I thought was pretty fucking dope.
Dude, okay, so that's the only thing. Sports Center, sometimes when they have a slow day, they'll post just about anything, and it's really fucking annoying.
That's every day for SportsCenter.
Yeah, they're ridiculous sometimes. But
Do-do-do.
they had some good shots of like, oh, this is how the stadium looked with the floating platforms, and then
Oh, it
was
was
performing.
sick, dude. It was like the shots were like, holy shit.
Yeah, it looked otherworldly, man. It looked like just floating like I saw a meme that had like Smash Brothers characters.
Yeah, the new
That's funny.
new stage just dropped.
Yeah, and they were like, "Watch out, Rihanna!" And they had a Captain Falcon kneeing and stuff,
Oh
and it looked
no.
That's great.
it looked pretty
Oh,
fucking
man.
cool.
Yeah. Send that. I mean, if you know where that is, let me know after.
We do have to talk about the game though, guys. We got to get those clicks in
All right, fine.
because there was a controversial ending to the game.
It was
What happened?
disappointing, but it was disappointing for other reasons other than just the last call. But you can go ahead and talk about the call first, and then I'll talk about why I was disappointed.
All right. Okay. So the game was great. It was close. It was back and forth all game. It looked like a fucking shootout. Like they were duking it out. What was the score at the time? They were
35-35, I believe.
Yeah. It was tied. And the refs hadn't called any penalties like all game. I think there's only like 2 penalties called, and one was like an offsides, and the other was like
Like
a
a false
delayed game.
start. I think,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like
there was
false
a
start and
couple
delayed
here and there.
games.
Yeah.
But nothing like no player infractions, right? And it was third down. Mahomes airballs it into the end zone. No one's fucking there. But then the Eagles defender, kind of grasps at the guy's waist and like kind of holds it for like a second as the guy runs past him. And the ref fucking throws the flag, and boom, there you go. Holding, first down. They run the clock out, win it on a field goal.
Yeah, so basically there was like less than 2 minutes left, and that throw was like pretty far off. And if there would have been no flag on the play, it was basically 4th and goal, and so the Chiefs would probably have to just field goal at that point just to not risk it, and
And the Eagles get the ball back with time
like
left.
with like a minute 30 or something like that. But instead there was a slight hold, which it's some people will say it's the end of the game, you got to swallow the whistle a little bit. Some people will say, well, then what's the point of having refs if you're not going to enforce the rules, even if it is like the final minutes of a game? So I have no horse in this race. I don't care for the Chiefs or the Eagles, but unfortunate that the Eagles defense wasn't able to stop
Oh yeah, they were
Mahomes,
bad the entire
like the whole
second
half. So yeah, they lost on that hold. Like the loss was basically guaranteed after that holding call. But to be honest, the defense was pretty bad the entire second half. So
But I mean, the fans got what they wanted, right? Everyone watches these games for the refs. You gotta the ref show, dude.
True. So so this is why I was disappointed with the Super Bowl. Okay. So number one, we did not hang out to watch it. And I was ready. I was like, okay. I was telling Leslie, like, hey, it's Sunday, it's a Super Bowl. Clear out my schedule. I don't care what it is. We ain't doing nothing. It's a Super Bowl. The guys, it's gonna get hyped. It's the Eagles. Surely Vince is gonna be like, yo, everybody come over. We're about to pop off.
So let me add something to this.
I was ready to hang out.
You would think Vince would want people over, but as
wait, we're just name dropping someone who rhymes with mince.
Yeah, look,
Mince Bestbrook.
Look, I've been there. Watching your team play in an important game isn't enjoyable. It is stressful as fuck. When I was watching the World Series with you guys, I was fucking miserable. Okay, I wish you guys weren't there. So yeah, let's just
I could see that.
Throw that out there.
I could see that.
So if he didn't want to do anything, I would have totally understood.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't have to invite us. Like, it's not. It wasn't. I was disappointed that he didn't invite us. It's more of like nobody said anything about like, hey, are we gonna watch the game together? So it kind of just like happened, and everybody was like, unless somebody hung out, I don't know. But so that was
we
that
all
was,
did frantic, awkward.
Yeah, maybe I was the only one who didn't get invited. So,
so that was in that group chat.
That was my biggest.
Awkward.
Oh shit! There's another group chat. So the first disappointment is that we didn't hang out, which it kind of felt like it was the thing that was gonna happen, but it didn't. Whatever. Okay, so now this was what was truly disappointing. So I went over to my aunt's house, right, to watch it instead, because there was like some paper stuff that we had to look through, and it's like, oh, okay, fine, the game's on, I'll watch the game. So the regular English broadcast on Fox wasn't working properly, so we had to watch it on Fox Deportes.
You watched El Super Tazón instead?
Oh shit!
We watched it on Fox Deportes, and it was terrible. So these guys that were commentating on the game, they sounded like they were kind of informed of like what's going on, and they were talking, but holy shit, dude. Like, so you know how whenever there's a foul on the play and the refs, like, they cue in to the refs talking into the mic, into their like hidden mic, I don't know where it is, giving on the instructions on what the penalties were, etc. So the guys on Fox Deportes are like over here bantering, fucking talking it up, while the refs are like talking, and like you can't even hear the refs because they don't, they're just bantering. It felt like it was a soccer game. Like, it was so weird. I know it was football, but they were commentating like it was football. And so, like,
Ay, Pablo.
this is what killed me. So on a long throw, right, they're already cheering. You know how like when a forward's like one-on-one with the goalie, and they shoot, and they're already kind of like, oh, like they're already going crazy, whether the goal is in or not. Like, it's an exciting moment. So on long throws, they're already cheering like as if the dude caught the ball. It's just like, holy shit, dude, he hasn't caught it yet. And so that was kind of annoying.
They would just cheer for long throws. Like Hail Marys like a game full of Hail Marys would be the hypest shit ever for them.
Exactly. And so it was nothing compared to watching it in English with like the Hall of Famers and like the usual commentators that like
those guys
actually know the game. So
Burkhart and the other guy were pretty bad.
There's a fine line to commentary that definitely, like, I could speak to this in like soccer terms, right? There's the British people who don't get excited over anything, right? And they're even keeled the entire time, right? And then there's fucking Ray Hudson, who Ray
The
Hudson's a
metaphors
meme.
and the analogies are flying left and right.
Yeah, like, oh, here's a pickle from a pickle jar, and you're like, what the fuck? And then he's
Ow!
magisterial, like there's those
Legendary.
people, right? And even in Spanish, right? You got Andres Cantor, which I generally like when he isn't being a complete and total tool when it comes to like the game changing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is all the fucking time. So when he's commentating, he's great, but when he's just doing a play by play. But as soon as he stops doing a play by play, he is talking about the politics involved and how things change during the years and how he hates VAR, and it gets real grating. So
Dude,
there's
VAR is trash.
There's a fine line.
VAR is trash. I don't like VAR. For those who don't know, VAR is basically like
A video reviewing referee
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it helps with decisions that
what's it called? Video assisted review? I don't know if that's
Yeah.
official, but it sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the refs
Video-
can basically be like, "Yo, we're going to review that play with the video because hey, it's an important moment, so we need to make sure that we got it right." It's annoying. I don't know. I mean,
So
I'm
you-
sure we've already talked about this, but in soccer, it's like it's an old game, and I feel like a lot of the rules should have stayed just for the sake that that's kind of just how the game is played, and there's human error on
No, that's
behalf
some,
of the
that's some boomer
refs.
shit, dude.
I enjoy it because sometimes it can get sketchy, right? They do a VAR review and they will not show you any of the highlights, any reason. Like people like what they're trying to establish is, yeah, give us a VAR review, but then have a referee explain the process. That's what's sorely missing from soccer, right? If it's a huge decision, have a referee explain how they got there. Because some decisions, they'll review it internally, but they will never show the what was it?
All I'm hearing is that it's called soccer and the real football has it right.
They have it right in that sense where they actually explain their calls and stuff, which is nice, Yeah, I mean, football's great. It does a thing that I'm super jealous of, where I just want to talk to people about the sport I like. So, I mean, I'm not hating on football. I'll never hate on football. It's cool. I mean, you can hate about it with CTEs, CAT scans,
Yeah.
all the research in the world. You can hate on it that way.
Dude, some football weebs are in deep though. They'll like come out and be like, "Oh man, this guy went to high school here, and then he graduated with a 3.0 GPA, went to Georgia Tech University, where he was the first ring." I was like, "Whoa, dude! I
Bro,
didn't know this guy's whole backstory."
College football is insane.
His favorite meal was eggs and toast. His junior year, he failed math.
Well, I mean, college to a lot of places,
His high school
It-
sweetheart.
college football is their entire life stock. March Madness comes and all of the influx of people going to watch these games.
Oh yeah.
Gives
Yeah,
them the economy.
a lot of towns shut it down.
Yeah, because it's the economy of the town.
Because they got no major sports teams, so they gotta fall back to the collegiate ones.
Yeah, that is true. Huh.
Yeah, Oregon and the Ducks are just crazy. They're crazy over the Ducks. But they don't have a football team, do they?
No, they do not. That's what I was thinking. Like, does all the major college sports towns, do they have any major sports, like professional sports in those towns?
Michigan is the only one that has like the Lions and the Tigers, but it's the Lions and the Tigers. Come on, guys.
Oh,
What
I
about
see.
Alabama?
What professional team plays in
Alabama.
I can't think of one, but Bama is like the.
Roll
It's one
Tide.
Are
Well,
they good at
no.
basketball?
They're
No,
good
they
at
have-
football. That's
yeah,
all
they
that
got the
matters.
football team. It's the real
College
sport.
basketball isn't a thing for them. I'm pretty
The
sure.
Crimson Tide, man. Roll Tide.
Well, like
Oh,
Come on now.
football and basketball don't really overlap. You know, schools kind of just focus on one.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I guess I can buy that.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have a professional team,
Yeah, because like think UCLA. Well, I guess UCLA is like the exception, right? They got a good football team,
I mean, I'm sure there's
a decent
other-
football team, but a good basketball team.
Yeah.
But I think USC is all football, right?
I mean, they also have a basketball team, so I don't know. I don't
and
know.
a soccer team.
Well, I'm saying they probably have all sports, but they prioritize one, because you can only give out so much scholarship money, right?
Meh.
Oof.
College sports
The-
are trash in that regard.
Oof.
You can only exploit so many players, guys. Come on.
Jesus Christ, that's a whole can of worms, man.
Didn't they already pass the thing for college students
They're
being
gonna
able
pay 'em?
to? Yeah, I thought that they were. Can't remember exactly if it was that they can accept money now from like sponsorship deals or
Maybe
not.
I know
think
they
so.
couldn't make money off of like jersey sales and stuff, but I guess maybe sponsorships are the exception.
Zion
maybe.
Zion had a shoe before going to the NBA.
Well, didn't
So-
Jordan have one too?
I can't speak to that, but yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Actually, no. Jordan's ones came when he was in Chicago Bulls. He was already established, no?
No.
Yeah, I think his shoe was basically once
just speculating.
once he was the man.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about? The Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Yeah, man. I didn't watch any of it. Was there any gangster commercials? All I know is that people were freaking out about the Eminem commercial. Like
I didn't get to watch that one.
I was barely paying attention.
politically freaking out. That's all I
Oh
heard.
yeah, people got triggered because the green M&M stopped wearing heels.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Is that
oh,
it?
wait. Let me
Is that-
let me wait.
that
Let,
is
let,
it. Yes.
Wait,
that
let me
is it.
guess. Let me guess. Let me guess. I don't know what this is about, but you're saying that the green M&M has no
Mhm.
more heels,
Mhm.
or they took the heels away.
Mhm.
Okay.
How much-
I'm gonna assume that conservatives were raging that they are now making M&Ms less sexy.
More woke, but yeah, you had it right until the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
how are we
wow.
supposed to jerk off to our chocolate, dude?
Yeah,
God damn
but
it.
yeah, it's basically the same thing.
They say chocolate it gives you the same fucking dopamine rush as sex. But what if you do both of them?
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
in response to this, Eminem pulled the traditional Eminem characters and said, "Okay, we're getting rid of these mascots. We're just giving you this one person, and she's our spokesperson now." Some
No way.
lady, I don't know who she is. I forgot her name, but yeah, so she was now the spokesperson, the sole spokesperson, and they did this for like a month and a half. And then their Super Bowl commercial came out, and they're like, "Hello, we're back," and all the M&Ms came out. But I didn't see if the green M&M was wearing heels or not.
Was she fucking naked at least?
Aren't they always?
No, wait, whoa.
They're M&Ms.
Did did they smash shells together?
Oh man, she
Something?
came out without her candy coating.
Oh my
Dirty boy,
god.
I don't
That's what I
know.
need. That's what I need for my M&Ms. God damn
peanut
it,
butter
dude.
was showing?
Why the
This
fuck
is
are
some
people?
shit, man.
This is some dumb shit.
Hey, when they, I remember when they announced that they were no longer gonna have all the M&M characters. I'm like, no, this is some marketing bullshit. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah,
I'm not giving this any more energy than it needs.
they're iconic. Like the fucking red guy and the yellow guy. They're just too fucking iconic for. That's pretty funny though. So people are mad because green M&M covered up.
Yeah,
There's so much shit about to be mad about.
But that's that's what
That's where
pisses
you draw
people
the
off,
line.
dude.
Just because M&M's is
Don't
not.
touch my candy.
Hmm. Well, that's fun. All right. Anything else in terms of like commercials that happened?
Oh, I don't know if you want to talk about the Jesus commercial.
There was a
There was
Jesus
a
commercial.
Jesus commercial.
There was a Jesus commercial.
Wait, what
Wasn't it Adam and Eve or was it Jesus?
I think
Adam
it
and
was
Eve,
Adam
the
and
sex
Eve,
shop?
Yeah. No, it was Adam and there was that one because there was one about Adam and Eve, and then there was another one where it was like God hates his enemies, and it's like linked to a conservative website.
Oh yes, I watched
Wait,
that one.
wait. Tell me about these. These sound fascinating. Tell me about both of them in great detail.
So Adam and Eve one was a meme.
It was a meme, like a
Let me look
religious
it up
meme.
real quick.
No,
it
it
was-
was
It was
a meme.
basically instead of okay, yeah. So it's from avocados from Mexico.
Yeah,
so,
that's what it was.
So basically, instead of Eve biting into an apple, to the classical of Adam and Eve, and Eve bites into the apple and it's sinful, whatever. So instead of an apple, it's an avocado.
Yeah, and then he's
Avocado
like, "Oh
means
shit, I'm naked."
testicle.
So aguacates de Mexico, and it's like great commercial, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and then the other one was a bunch of pictures of people yelling at each. It was like black and white pictures of people yelling at each other, like people being really angry. Like there's one it was like a black guy in some cop's face. Another one of like a conservative guy screaming with his waving his flag. Just a bunch of like
while holding his M&Ms.
yeah,
It's
was
basically just like a bunch of images of people and like big disagreements.
like
yelling at
big
each other.
arguments, and then at the end it was like Jesus loved his enemies. Like, and then it was like it was just a website, and that website is like a notorious, like conservative, religious group.
Mhm.
Jesus loved his enemies, but we're
Yeah.
not enemies. We're Americans, but we're still fighting over some bullshit. But wow, that's cool.
Let's see. We had T-Mobile using Greece.
Hey, I like Donald
Tra-
Faison and
tra-
Zach
tra-
Braff, man.
Yeah,
was a
and
good commercial.
Travolta, and then they were doing the whole song, doing a little jingle to T-Mobile. That was kind of decent.
Did they retire T-Mobile girl actually?
Oh, my favorite. Wait, what? T-Mobile girl? Who's that?
Did they have a T-Mobile girl?
I don't think they
Yeah, the
did.
T-Mobile girl that everybody found out was just smoking hot.
You mean the AT&T girl?
That's AT&T, I believe.
Oh shit! Then never mind. Carry on.
Okay, my favorite commercial was the Dodge Ram commercial. You remember this one, Jeff? I know you said you didn't pay attention.
I caught like the tail end of it, and I was like, "What? Did he really just say that?"
Premature electrification, and so it was the entire ad about like all like do you like not last long enough? Do you like basically all the innuendos of like a spoof of male sex enhancement drugs, and the entire time it was about an ad talking about electric vehicles basically not being able to go as far of a distance and all that stuff, and that they have a new Ram pickup truck.
I mean, the name itself is already a fucking sex joke.
Yeah,
Dodge rammed this up your ass, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
So premature electrification. That shit was funny because the entire time I was like, no way, is this a Viagra commercial? And then in the end, it was a Ram commercial. I was like, no way. How the fuck?
Ram Ranch, dude. Nice.
That was a really good one. Is there anything else worth mentioning?
Jesus commercials. That's pretty interesting though. That I think I heard something about AOC commenting on that Jesus commercial,
Yeah.
saying something about along the lines that they have enough money to put up a commercial.
It was a long
during-
commercial. It was a good 30 seconds, and they charge millions per second.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
so,
7 million for a 30-second ad.
yeah. So you're saying like, oh, they have enough money to maybe we should start taxing them or something. But alas,
There's also a
Oh, okay.
Scientology commercial
Nice.
And see, I get really upset about this. It was a fucking commercial they had already been running. It's the fucking Super Bowl. If you can't come out with a new fucking commercial, don't fucking bother putting something on.
Oh, I see. I
True.
see. So this was already.
It was an already running commercial, and they
And
just
they were
re-aired
like-
it during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, cocaine bear.
Yeah, it's about the cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear commercial. I was like, no way, this is an actual movie.
Yeah, cocaine bear.
Oh, and then the Fast 10 movie, Fast X, like holy shit, they're still going. That was pretty interesting. How many Fast and the Furious movies are there supposed to be?
Well, this is X, so 10.
This is the
10.
last one? Please,
They
please say
made it
yes.
seem like it's the last one, but I hope not.
I hope so, man. Jesus.
I hope, bro. You gotta have the final with like
Bro,
everybody coming back at the end.
They
Even-
gained superpowers, dude. They're able to pick up cars for some reason.
Even
now.
Jason Momoa is in it now.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
the bad
no
guy.
way.
And John Cena's coming back.
Is Don Omar still here?
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Was he in the family?
I don't know.
Because all the family members are back, except for Paul.
I don't know, but is it? So one thing about the Super Bowl ads this year that I found very interesting was that I already knew what the ads were gonna be before the ads even came out.
No.
Oh, because of
Insider
your
information?
marketing.
No, it's not even like through marketing stuff. Like I was on my investment app and they were like they already had a list of all the ads and all the brands that were advertising. Like we didn't know what the ad was gonna be, but they had like the brand and somewhat of like a title for the commercial. And I'm like, is this an every year thing or was that just this year? Because I mean,
Well, it does
that
affect
was kind of
their,
interesting.
their stocks, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure that there was lists out there already of like which brands were going to be in it. And I just found that kind of strange because maybe it's just because I stumbled upon it this year. But whenever, like in the past years, it always seemed like the commercials were like, oh, I wonder who's going to be on this time. You know, it was always kind of like a random, like, it was like an event, basically. Like you had to be there to know, like, oh shit, they're
Yeah.
back. Oh shit, they're not here anymore. Type
Was
of
there a
thing.
Bud Light commercial this year?
Yes.
I don't think there was.
There's always a Dorito commercial.
I don't think
Oh,
there was a
that was-
Dorito either.
There was a Blue Moon commercial where it was like Miller Lite and
Yeah, they went through like 5 different beers before there was like, psych, it's a Blue Moon commercial.
yeah,
What?
that one was pretty funny. But yeah, Super Bowl came and went, and very interesting in the end.
Good game, bad ending.
Yeah, commercials were okay. They were okay.
And
Oh,
then
There's
the
been
half,
better.
and then the halftime show was just okay too.
Was like
It
I
seems
gave
like
it.
the-
I gave it a 6 out of 10, slightly above average. I thought it was
I
good.
say 6 out of 10 is fine. There was,
So the
it's
highlight
bangers,
was the
to be
game.
honest. The highlight was definitely the game.
Okay.
It
Well,
delivered.
I didn't watch any of it. I don't talk to people about Super Bowl. I haven't seen anybody, so it's been a kind of like a non-factor in my life for the first time, where there is no water cooler to gather around, per se. So I'm out there in the forest, being like, I wonder what happened this weekend in terms of Super
Yeah.
Bowl. You know. So I'm glad you guys caught me up. Appreciate that.
But something I don't need to catch you up on is Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't know that you were playing that. Don't you know that it's bad and you're an evil person for doing it?
So, we've talked about this so many times,
Oh, yeah.
and the problematization of anything you enjoy, anything and everything. You know, and if you're listening to this, you're probably listening to this on a smartphone, and you know, smartphone doesn't just come out of nowhere. They definitely don't fucking make it at a minimal return of like, oh, it costs us $900. Here's a $1,000 price tag. Definitely not. Um, Everything you own is made in some shady way, shape, or form, and it's just a sad reality of our lives.
Not everything, just most things.
Pick a lane to care about something, and be passionate about that. But there is just way too much to fucking care about, and I don't know. Maybe that's just not the PC way of addressing any of this anymore. And I'm tired. I'm tired about. I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Hey man, it's all good, dude. I wasn't coming at you, dude. I just wanted to talk about Hogwarts Legacy, and you're the perfect segue. So Hogwarts Legacy is breaking sales and shit, which was kind of interesting because kind of
It's Harry
expected
Potter,
already.
yeah.
It's Harry Potter. It's the pre-orders were already going crazy, and then once the game actually came out, and people were like, "Hey, this is actually a pretty decent game." Obviously, it was gonna break sales records and stuff. And what I didn't expect, however, is for it to break records on audience views as well. So, in the single-player game genre, Hogwarts Legacy garnered 1.25 million concurrent viewers on Twitch over the weekend, which is pretty insane because Cyberpunk 2077 was 1.14 million. Elden Ring was 910K. And then you have other games like Dying Light 2, Stay Human was at 620K. The Last of Us 2 was at 508K. Then finally God of War Ragnarok 478K. So Hogwarts Legacy not only had a lot of interest because it's a Harry Potter game and all the controversy around it, but looks like a lot of people watched it too. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
Wasn't there like a Twitch drop for Hogwarts Legacy?
There was a Twitch drop, yeah.
There is Twitch drops, but here's something that can speak to the numbers of why people are watching it. Usually something like let's say Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring was was touted, hey, this is gonna release and it's gonna be either the game of the year or it's gonna lose to God of War, right? Now people don't watch God of War because God of War is a narrative experience that as soon as you'd
much rather
watch
play
it,
that.
yeah, if you watch it, you're done. You're fucking done, son, right?
Right.
Elden Ring is was a niche experience, right? It is from software. They don't really sell too much, right? They are for the get good community, right? So there's not a lot of like interest from all different types of gamers, from casuals. Now, something with Hogwarts Legacy is that it was such a unknown that I can say that I watched some of the release because it is not like this game could have either been a great game or just the shittiest game. No one knew, right? And maybe people were watching it to inform their decision, which was what I did for a little bit.
I mean, up until now, we're having like Harry Potter games or Harry Potter inspired games all been kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So it's pretty much it was an unknown, and people were trying to gauge whether or not this is gonna be a worthy experience or not.
It also just has to do with who's streaming the game, because if like the popular streamers are streaming it, then that'll inflate the viewership as well.
Right.
A lot of review websites stayed away from it. They didn't do any reviews on Hogwarts Legacy.
Bro, people were getting death threats just for playing the game.
Oh no, but my website traffic.
You know? Like there's places like Kotaku, places like really important games media.
Hey, Kotaku
places.
is not an important place.
It's a big one. You know, it brings up conversations, whether it's good or bad. But there's places like I think IGN didn't record it either. Didn't review it, my bad. But that also added to the intrigue, the interest. I know. I mean, that negative reinforcement of like, there's a lot of drama with this thing. Also,
Also,
like,
XQC played it, and that's like 150,000 views just him alone.
Damn.
yeah. So
And then with the Twitch drops, for those who don't know, Twitch drops are basically like if you watch a streamer playing a specific game for long enough, then you'll have an exclusive like in-game content that you can redeem so that when you're playing the game, you now have whatever it is that they were advertising.
my experience with the game so far, I played what 7 hours of it. Um, is that if you are a Harry Potter or enjoy a Harry Potter fan or enjoy some of the world, you're gonna have a good time. But the gameplay loop is very, it's a video game as video game. That's it. It doesn't do anything interesting. It just is. It just exists in a Harry Potter setting. So if you really like that, the Harry Potter setting is done fantastic. You know, so
So it's a decent game that allows you to have that experience if that's what you want, to be in the Harry Potter world.
yeah, and they do it expertly. You know,
Cool.
so I thought that was really cool. I've enjoyed myself.
It looks okay. I probably won't be playing it because,
I'll play it
I-
for $10 in 6 years.
I actually care about the trans community, so I don't. Now, the reason why I'm not gonna play is because I don't really care too much for Harry Potter, and I mean, I've told you guys in the past, I watched like the first 3 movies, and then I watched the last one, and I'm like, cool, Harry Potter was cool.
I've watched none of them.
Well, there you go. So I am still trying to become the Elden Lord, and I feel like I'm getting close, but I have not beaten Elden Ring yet. And
Did it hit you with the second I'm not done with this fucking game portion of it, where you're like, man, I think I'm progressing pretty far, and then it expands again?
I mean, that's happened a couple of times. So
Have you laid your foolish ambitions to rest for good?
no, not yet. I'm still. I played Elden Ring for like an hour the other day, and I was like, wow. I feel like what moving out has taught me, or has showed me, is that once you're not living with your parents and you actually have to be like responsible of like cooking and just grocery shopping, or like you got to go to, like I went to Home Depot earlier to pick up some stuff, like the fact that I actually have to go out and do stuff and things aren't just done for me now, I cannot imagine how gamer dads even have any time. Like I know like the like LOL, like haha gamer dads, like they're super casual and this and that, and like dude, like being like having to provide for a family and spend time with your kids and work and gym, and like how do these people even have any time? Like I said earlier, I used to spend like anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on a single day if I wanted to. Now I'm not even doing that in a week. So
You also worked at your computer, right? You're taking some
yes,
of that time, like your lunchtime and all that stuff, to be on your computer, right? So
well, my lunchtime I like actually go to the kitchen. I have to like clean up, like like my time now isn't just like, oh, I'm off my work computer, let me get on my personal computer for an hour. Like I'm not even doing that now.
I mean,
You're still settling into this, You'll once you
you get routine.
get your routine going, once you know how to better prioritize stuff, how to do tasks efficiently, you'll find the time.
Yeah, and it's not like you're gonna have to go to like Home Depot and stuff to fix your shit all the time, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Like I don't have kids, and I probably won't have any anytime soon. So like I'm fine. This isn't about me. This is me just thinking about how I've been
if you're
so
a dad,
busy that like I
cut
can't
the gym.
imagine how dads do it.
You cut the gym right away, bro. That's the first thing you cut.
So
And then you buy Call of Duty because that's a pick up and play.
well, that's the thing, right? People gravitate to pick up and play. What can I pick up, play for 30 minutes to an hour, and get off real quick?
Bro,
Like,
one of the homies, every
get it
time
now.
I get on my PlayStation, he's on Call of Duty without fail. On his PlayStation playing COD.
yeah, because it's easy.
I'm starting to understand now. I'm starting to understand why the mobile game industry is as big as it is.
Also,
And
like-
why simple games that don't require a lot of grinding are so popular.
Yeah, monetizing as well. This is
Yeah.
where I don't have the time for this. I might just pay to get the thing, and then that's it. Like, I'll play whenever, right? But
Yeah.
that's where monetization of video games happens. People who have income, but they don't have time.
And they
And-
really wanted that damn horse armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was making calculations, right? I work 10-hour shifts, and 4 additional hours are spent in traffic in any capacity,
Yikes.
right? So, that's 14 hours of my day accounted for, right? And assuming I sleep 8 hours a day, right? Which I don't, but but that's 22 hours accounted for. And that leaves me for 2 hours of personal time a day every time I work, right?
Uh-huh.
The sacrifices that if I want to play a game that day, right? And I still have to be, a responsive boyfriend, a son, a brother, right? If I want to play video games, I have a 2-hour period that is to my discretion to use as I see fit, right? And yeah, like gaming is a time consuming hobby for sure. And I see it. I know that struggle.
We're getting older, boys.
Yeah, and I don't even go to the gym. If I went to the gym, woo,
We're no longer the target demographic.
Bro, we stopped being the target demographic like 10 years ago.
what do you mean? I play Fortnite, dude. I'm flossing on these kids. I'm playing the gritty, hitting the gritty, getting some V-Bucks for my
Ooh, you got the
birthday.
gritty?
You're getting
Yeah.
V-Bucks for your birthday? Wow.
Yeah, man. I
Oh,
might
man,
just hit up. I might just hit up Roblox soon, real quick. I just see what's
We
up.
got to get you a Fortnite cake for your birthday next year.
Yeah, there you go.
As long as it has V-Bucks in the inside, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the little gift card, little V-Bucks
Yeah.
gift card. Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, I've ran out of things to say.
Yeah, I think that'll bring us to the end of the episode, huh?
Yeah. You have any closing thoughts, Jeff? Hit us, enlighten us with something. Sorry to put you on the spot.
And some enlightenment.
Yeah. Give
Uh,
us some of your knowledge.
Don't pay $70 for a video game that's going to go on sale.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Especially if you have a backlog. Just play that, dude.
Unless, of course, it's a Nintendo game, in which case it'll never go on sale.
Don't be a Nintendo slut like we are.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, so where can they find us,
sucking dick for Nintendo.
Jesus. Not me.
Yeah. You can reach us at our. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts. One has you tilted, not stirred.
See ya.